Hey everybody, it's Shay Seeking, and I'm back with another video. So I was picking up something with these children, these children that are being cloned and trafficked, okay, or the originals, okay. We're gonna call them the originals. Um, I'm picking up on the fact that these alien breeds are, whether they are aliens from a foreign country or something else, okay. um these wretched women, these old jealous butt hurt Wolverine face looking ass bitches that's trafficking or kidnapping these children or replacing them, and then taking these children, the originals, off to be trafficked or molested, even their mothers, okay, that are being taken almost like a thief in the night. Okay. So there could be a difference between like the Yeshua and Christ energy. And, I could see where people get the Sezier or whatever his name is, Borgia energy. But there is a force or something, like I said, I'm not going to pull no cards right now, but I do feel like like any other time in history, there's people that portray themselves to be something and they're not that. They use these titles in order to gain some type of reputation or something, and they use this reputation in order to infiltrate. Okay. So I feel like the real mothers are the ones that are going to be weighed down at this time, because you're picking up on the energy of your children being harmed or murdered or violated. I feel like in this day and age, it's a lot more of replacements being sent in, so you're not really aware, or you can still go day to day without stressing about this child. But with the way that my gifts work, okay, I can still pick up on some type of traumatizing energy or something. Rather, this is somebody splicing or cloning my energy, or splicing or cloning my child or my children. So there are maybe even children dying from being raped or molested or something by these sick individuals. It makes me think about a Ishtar or Inanna energy cutting off penises of masculine energies, because of this type of behavior, because they just were getting too out of hand with whatever this is that they were doing. Even in this day and age, thinking about cutting off um, circulation or food or something, because we could use food as, yeah, there could be a famine where there's no food in the grocery store, but what we're talking about is like information. I wouldn't even call it a war or a revolution or anything like this. This is just some people that have gotten some things, gotten a hold of some type of things, and they're using them to their advantage, to take advantage of people, families, children, women, men alike. I feel like they had to first infiltrate the men by emasculating them and blaming the fact that women. About 5 years ago, I noticed a difference in so-called Black women in America: natural hair, less makeup. I'm talking about everyday women. They were getting a sense of pride in themselves. They were getting back into herbs, taking care of themselves in a certain different manner. The eating habits and things like this change of Black women. It's almost like this is like a punishment or something for Black women, um, taking care of themselves or nurturing themselves again. um and I noticed that's when like the uptick in foreign energy or whatever was coming in. So um this game that they're playing nowadays is very dirty. They're not playing it with everybody. There's just key players in this game here, that have to be careful with everything that you do. It's like the slight differences in some of these clones. They can send like a dirty bomb clone in, like you thinking that you with your husband and you sleep with your husband one day or whatever. Um, but really, they could have taken a dirty bomb or a dirty clone and sent them back to your home. That means that this wherever they're keeping these people or housing these entities or these energies or these clones has to be within the vicinity. They have to be within a close quarters. I'm just measuring it from what I feel like they're doing when it comes to my house. um that there has to be facilities close by that they're using, or homes, or there has to be something where somebody could be at two places at one time. I don't know why I'm picking up on some masculine energies, or some men know where their children are being housed that are being abused or possibly used in some kind of way, and they're allowing it for money. So somebody's saying, "Oh, I think the art of war has come on several times today." I feel like it's not that bad. It's not like it's a nationwide crisis, or like I'm not even going to tell you that I can measure how hard how much this could be only like 10 families or something that this is happening to. This could be only 10 individuals around the nation here that this is happening to. It could be 100, it could be 1,000, it could be 1,000,000. But I definitely feel this presence of whatever this is that's going on. It's so silly because I feel like, I mean, I don't understand. I know that there's a heavy energy of like trafficking, possibly images and stuff like this being taken of people, but I don't know what's the big deal. You know what I'm saying? If you see, if you think that this is killing off somebody, is not killing anybody, and not in real life. And if it's about embarrassment or whatever, if a person is never going to see their naked pictures online, they're not going to be embarrassed, or they're not going to be that embarrassed. And I'm just thinking, how many times can you look at a person? And if these people don't mean nothing, and they're not nothing, then why do you want to watch them? If they're fat, ugly, nasty, or stanky or whatever, why are you even watching these people? You know what I'm saying? It kind of just don't make no sense to me. It's like a whole bunch of waste of time. It's like a wasted beings. It's like some people were, I feel like, trying to hate on singular people, or trying to say somebody is lazy, or they don't do this or whatever, that whatever, woo woo woo. But at the end of the day, I'd rather be lazy than a motherfucker than be somebody that's vile as fuck, and that's taking advantage of other people and harming other people for some type of gain. Cause yeah, it could last forever what they're doing. But I feel like after a certain amount of time, the mental of these people has to be wore down. So after seeing some of these things that these people have seen, I'm pretty sure some people have seen children in cages and stuff like this or whatever. Nobody on the news is talking about it. So, like I said, what's the big deal of it? Like, what is these people doing? Because you're not doing it for the people. You're not doing it for payback. You're not doing it because we're finding out that black people played a huge role in a lot of stuff that's happening with black people and other people, just like any other race has. So you know what I'm saying? It's just it's kind of silly to me a little bit once you wake up and realize. It's really kind of silly to me. It's like it's almost time for, if people are not gonna, if people are saying, why isn't God doing anything? Even if people are doing so, if people is calling themselves gods, ain't you the ones? i'm just I'm just saying, if people is running around here calling themselves gods on another level, and these people are actually already making moves, why can't you do something about it? Why don't we see more um videos and stuff like this about men going out in the streets and handling some of these things, exploiting, exposing, showing the things that are done in the dark, in the light. A lot of these groups have been compromised. A lot of these pastors have been compromised. A lot of these Israelites have been compromised. If it's one Israelite in the camp and they can prove that this person's from one camp, they'll do something to cover up the fact that one of their members have done. So could you imagine how deep this shit actually really probably go? These is a whole bunch of grown ass little kids talking about we at war. And they're doing stuff like drugging people or sneak like it's just so weird to me. And people like me, whatever they're doing, it's not even really affecting. It's not even not as of yet. I mean, there could be some things that could be going on in the inner core value, or nobody's running to the doctor every month to get their blood checked to make sure that somebody didn't prick them with a dirty pen or a dirty needle, especially people that are not really being active or something like this. So I'm just trying to think about the mindset of these people. Because at this time, I feel like it's not even about the money. It's not about the respect. It's not about payback. It's about mental illness. And it would be funny that the people that are claiming, allegedly claiming that somebody has mental illness are the ones that are mentally ill. The whole system is sick. It's almost like George Floyd to the 10th power, but it's just not being televised. Um, what I'm picking up on, it's somebody saying, "Oh yeah, we have work." You would like to use those big, but see, you had to understand we already dealing with people that's mentally ill. They're not stable. We're already dealing with large children. We're already talking about people or men and women mm, that haven't taken responsibility for a couple of decades or for their own children. Um, it's just, I don't know. They're looking to idols and everything like this as leaders, or then you have some people that are supposed to be like allegedly famous that have reduced their self down to street level, but so they might have a little bit of street credit or something like this, but I don't know, it's just kind of ridiculous a little bit. Like, what is all this for? Why is people being liars and manipulate? Why are people changing their names? Why are they changing their identity? What are you afraid of? This is the part that I don't get. You see? Because then you telling me that somebody is that big a deal, that people changing their sex, changing their identity, changing their features, change their noses, change their what is these people? I don't understand what these people is really I can only talk about something from my point of view. Whether I'm fully intact, whether I'm not fully intact, what I can only talk about something from my point of view. I'm just using the information that I can use to do what I'm doing here. So, I feel like nobody can never really make me feel foolish, because the foolish person, by running through like a terror, um ruining other people's lives or ruining things, like, you know, I wouldn't even like, I mean, I feel like, what is the end result? Because if it's to shame somebody, or if it's to embarrass God or something like this, or is what, like, some of these people is still standing. Most of these people that these people are attacking, they're still standing. They're strong people. They're you know, I'm just a little bit confused. And then these little court sessions, or these people that's just rallying in groups or something like this, or secret meetings, or on Zoom courses or whatever, and breaking down what people are saying on their creative works online, and then using that to try to judge somebody. You're not judges. You see what I'm saying? First of all, when you got to be a judge, it's something about being just. So talking about somebody behind their back and putting a case of, you're a gossip columnist. You're a fucking paparazzi, dude. You're not a judge. Like, I don't know what's wrong with these people. I mean, y'all can tell me down below if I'm wrong, but this is just the energy that I'm picking. We just flying a kite right now. Just a little tiny one. It's just soft winds. We just talking. But I feel like big things are, or people are really being harmed though. It's like Street Fighter war, Street Fighter war. It's something like this, okay? I'm just trying to figure out, well, if there's a system that these people are using, that they're justifying, or they're using this stuff to feed this filter or feed through this information in order to ruin people's lives. over sneak attacks or something like this, over naked pictures or something, or you sleeping with your husband in your bedroom, or what your house look like on the inside. Like, if people really cared about pedophilia and safety of their children, we would not be clogging up the system with this other bullshit. You would be, I'm just, I'd be floored when I be thinking about whatever this stuff is. It's almost like whatever this is that's here, or whatever these creatures are that's here, we can't coexist with them. Unless now this new world is not going to have regular human beings or regular beings on it anymore. You're not going to be able to exist. I feel like somebody saying, what's the difference? There's a lot of difference. I feel like if it's just gonna be like whatever this is, with people doing these sneak attacks and everything, and people in power that should not be there and things like this, and now instead of your little 1%, you got like 99% of fucked up people running the world. There's only 1% of light or purity left. And what did you all get? I don't. I don't understand. Like I said, unless like these people have been plants, or these are aliens that were planted a long time ago, and the whole thing that they've been doing is just like harvesting things from here and take it somewhere else, because they know at the end of the day that's where they're gonna have to live or survive. Is the money that you making even gonna be worth anything there? But I'm pretty sure these people are doing like Bitcoin, and they're just doing something else or whatever. Some, they probably even got some kind of secret monetary something that they have or whatever that they're using, but these people is at war with themselves. Even if you think you at war with somebody, you at war with yourself at the end of the day. I don't know why I just heard sonar. Sonar. I don't even know if that has something to do with like wave, air, something. Shit, water or something like this. Okay. I don't even know nothing about what no damn sonar would mean, but I don't get it. It's like you sitting there watching a whole bunch of people come into your mother's house. Um, and just because she out of town, you're laughing and cracking up and everything because your friends are tearing up your mother's house, dropping vases and lamps on the floor and shit, ripping TVs off the wall and everything like this. Okay. And you think that it's funny or whatever. Like, this is your home, you have to still live here once these people leave, or do you not? Because some of these people are not even from here. They're not. But I'm picking up on this energy, like I said, of some little girls or something getting harmed, and the torture that some of the mothers, okay, is giving me like that movie Beloved, when the lady killed her babies. If you bring that into 2023, if some people knew what type of torture that these children could be going through, it's almost like these people would have done the same thing to their children. And like I told you guys before, I'm just picking up this energy. You have to remember that on this channel, because some of us are targeted individuals, a lot of this shit is going on somewhere in the world, right? But a lot of this stuff could be uh through somebody's perception, because if you think about it, like we just did that video, somebody is trying to project or percept this onto you. Because if you think about this video, the video that we just did with the pyramid, and then the father was in reverse, and there was like a dome or a shield or something. Some of these fathers didn't want to be in reverse. Some of these fathers were captured by opposing teams, or well, because it seemed like a game to me a little bit. So I guess we could use tribes, teams, or militias, or whatever. They usually always start with militias that are moving silently or moving in some kind of way across the land. um I think with Washington, He had a militia or renegade, like not renegades, but he had a militia before they started the military or whatever, um that they use for their warring tactics. Okay. um so if we think about that in 2024, uh, they may have the military compromised. Okay. It's seeming like our military could be compromised in a sense. I'm hearing Texas is also selling out the North, or the South is selling out the North in a sense. I don't know where that came from. There could be some mothers or something in Texas that are selling out the children of the North, okay? But it's almost like my concern, I don't know, I feel like I'm concerned about a firmament or a dome or something being placed. Now, I don't know if this is, I was thinking about that Hubble or a Hub, I'm saying Hobart or a Hubble system or whatever that they set up. What was that really? Is that something that's protecting us, or is that something that is allowing us to be destroyed? And I don't know, I was just thinking about like older models of these things that were put in place when we were children and stuff like this. What were they really for? To keep energies out, keep something in, to hide God's children? Is this what allegedly what Hitler was talking about starting World War III, and that they have the jewels in them, the jewels of God hidden in America? Could that be that why the garden might be overgrown with snakes? And that why the garden is in trouble right now in the midst of the garden? This could be anywhere in this nation, but sometimes it makes me think about the Midwest. Okay. um we just thinking out loud, because I definitely feel something's going on. I feel like some of these fathers were taken with single fathers or single mothers from the household. With I don't know how they've done it. I don't know how they've done it or when they've done it or where these children are stored. I know for a fact that this man that looked just like Cosmic Royal sits on some kind of council, and I think I got one of his pictures or whatever here. I think also she looked like what's his name, Neil deGrasse or whatever. There's some familial ties there, so we can see why or who in the system or how this is working. All right. But I'm also thinking that that person looked like if Martin Luther King had a slow brother, it looked like he would look like him. Somebody could be wearing a mask. I do think that. I think that would be a shame to find out that there's fallen leaders or fallen angels that have been hiding behind the scenes. And when Yeshua comes out as a black female, or Christ comes out as a black female, they'll still honor if it's another person amongst them, a man, light skin, dark skin, whatever, that's among them that want to do wicked things. They will assist this person or hide the fact that that's what they're doing. But if it comes to somebody that really cares or want to make a change, but like I said, if there's a battlefield and I'm a nurse, they're gonna give me orders as to where to go and set up my station. So when these people come running, I can help them. You understand what I'm saying? They're not gonna hide the people that need the help. I'm also feeling like, again, if some people are anointed or something like this, people are, I don't know, invading your privacy or something like this. I feel like some of us, they really can't touch us. They could just put perceptions on us, right? But I do think that there's a sneaky way that just these close entities, like these clones or these family members, and they could be getting assistance from people in the community to get to you as needed. They could also be using some of our energy to mark their 144,000. There could be a couple of groups of these 144,000 groups that are across the nation. I don't think that they did it just one thing. Somebody just duplicated everything. Okay. But just there ain't nothing like the real thing. But I feel like somebody got into the point where they might have something close enough. Okay. And I feel like it's also not about healing anymore. It's about pleasure or something like this. even if these people were coming in your energy or whatever, like I said, to get healing, now they've turned a new this is what their game plan was the whole time. Now it's about pleasure. Like I said, now a lot of women, again, some of these could be their own women, foreign women, they won't have to worry about this. But some of you could be American women, or some of you could be just other gifted women or something like this. Because you won't get on your knees or something for somebody or something like this. These people feel like you don't. Usually that would be the people that you would protect, but usually, but I'm guessing that it's not that way this day. Um, you have to be a whore or something to get some type of protection or some type of upgrading or something like this. Or like I said, somebody could be running this whole system program simulation here. Okay. We don't know what, I'm guessing the people that have their eyes on these are their first eyewitnesses of this stuff. I mean, they would have proof of it or they would be a witness to it. But when you're a seer, you could be picking up on the fact that somebody is just talking about this, putting it into plan to scare people. They never touch nobody, but just the fact that somebody thinking about this and talking about it and discussing it, you could be picking up on that energy. And some of this stuff is actually really going on here. There's really farms here. Um, I'm also seeing my farm card in reverse. Um, People could be freeing people from these places, right? And rallying them up to be in a part of their military or their militia. And then, you know, of course, some people might be in these places or these concentration camps or whatever this is as well. Um, that would be needing some type of saving or assistance or something like this. But it's the prophecy, like I said, city by city. Somebody was gonna. I told this prophecy probably about 15 years ago that somebody's gonna go city to city, and they were gonna do like a soft kill on the technology at certain times of night when people are sleeping and stuff. What they call it, the witch's hours, devil hour. This is really when these people are going to come about in cities and stuff like this, do a slow or a soft turn down or something like this, and then like eliminate or wipe out or do something like this. It's like I said, I didn't know if it was for good or bad or whatever, but that's just what I was seeing. That nobody would know nothing. Nobody wouldn't know nothing. They wouldn't say nothing. Um, Especially if these people are waking up to somebody next to them. I'm wondering, there's no serial numbers on the back of our head, so we can just say, oh, this is who I'm dealing with today. Or this is, it's super weird. We could be talking about future energy here. Or this was going on in the past and or going on now. I feel like these people are very proud of us. Oh, excuse me, I'm tired. All of a sudden. They're very proud of the way that they've been able to move about the land and do something very silently. Um, so I'm looking at some of these people as maybe not a savior, but they could be using their gifts to assist people that people while people are watching. When they're not watching, if this person wants your man, your money, your land, or something, then they're doing fucked up things. Okay, so these people could have been recruited to do something totally different, but they decided to go in a different route here. Okay, but I can't look at it. I know some of these people might be protecting some of these families, but from what? How is somebody protecting the family that I married into? Who are you protecting them from? Why don't I know what this protection is about? Maybe I can help out. Maybe somebody think they need to protect themselves from me. I don't know what the fuck is going on. But I know one thing. That just about laid some shit straight right there. When I seen that image, okay, of that cousin, right? Now this could be somebody just doing this shit. Now I got a picture of it or whatever. I'm pretty sure we got some kind of equipment here in America or somewhere else around the world where they could scan somebody's face or something and see who somebody is. So when I seen that image, it's almost like what did we say? Excuse me. It's almost like what did we say yesterday with that reading? It's almost like when you caught you saying like, oh, I'm saying like, okay, the Indian in the cupboard used to be one of my favorite movies growing up or whatever. So that's like if they were to try to show this Indian to their mom or whatever, and the mom is like, "Oh my goodness, what's wrong with you? Stop talking about that nonsense," or "I'm gonna take you to get help," or something like this. It's like the kid that actually now has the little man in the jar and says, "See, mom, I told you it was something in my room," and then the mom collapses because she can see that there's something in that fucking jar. All right. So I'm here. Okay. So I don't know. This could be also something here where somebody's doing jar magic or doing something to keep you jarred or floored or something. Now I'm hearing Sierra, not the chosen. Okay. There's a person, Sierra the chosen or whatever. That's a familiar spirit or entity or a witch or demon or warlock or something like this. Okay. Um, I don't know why I feel like I'm hearing challenge, and that card came out earlier. So this person might want to challenge you. And who the fuck are these tarot readers? Do you understand what I'm saying? If I could sit here and talk about Beyonce, and if I could sit here and talk about, like, somebody might say, well, those are idols or they can't do nothing anyways or something like this. And a lot of these people ain't even who they say that they are. There's other people controlling their bodies right now. You get what I'm saying? So who the fuck is a tarot? Do you understand what I'm saying? You say your name every day. What you mean? I can't say your name on my channel? Somebody's also trying to prove somebody wrong, okay? Somebody's trying to prove somebody's wrong. Say you're 99% right, but then sometimes you know what I'm saying, something could be a little bit off or something like this. Somebody's waiting to do that to someone. Somebody's waiting to do this, but it's the same thing. I could go through the mall and scream somebody's name all day long. You're not like in charge of your name. You know how many people could have the name Keisha Taylor? So I'm hearing that people are worrying in that manner. They're not really out there doing anything rowdy. They're just sitting there projecting stuff towards you and then waiting for you to say something about them. And then they're going to court without you, and they're digging your hand in a pot of money or something that belongs to somebody. Could be a trust fund, or they could have switched over to make it something else. Um, so that they can break into it or get to it. Um, like I said, they're using paper genocide. Now, these are people that built their whole platform off of talking about what so bad happened to black people or happened to these people at this time or whatever. But this is that they're the same people that were doing it. So if you knew, and that's why I'm saying, um, there's this energy of and no one shall die anymore or something like that. That shit is long gone old. Some of these motherfuckers, whether we talking about souls or bodies or vassals or whatever, I mean, you can take it how you want to. Some of these people is 100 something years old already. Some of these entities just jump from vassal to vassal. They even have children or they steal your children so they can take their bodies. It's like body snatcher energy. So they kidnap your children so they can jump in your children's body and use your children. And then they feel like they're gonna come out clean and unblemished at the end in the end days. Also, again, if these are some type of cyborgs or something, a lot of people are dumping off their memories or their dirty thoughts or their dirty deeds or something in your domain for you to be judged for them. Even if somebody does a crime, maybe this person has like the same kind of hands as you or something like this. But I'm just thinking like or it's I'm hearing it's dark. And that's weird too because I'm hearing that they're not even kidnapping or snatching the children anymore. They're just taking something from the children and just recreating them just like that. Or these people. Somebody could also be worried about you. You haven't traveled in a long time, but somebody is sitting there thinking they're planning a party. They're planning something weird. This could be somebody that want to surprise you with something I heard, but this could also be somebody that's trying to destroy you. And these people are so afraid that one day you're gonna jump up and do what it is. I don't know, because you might don't know these people. You probably don't know where they stay. You probably don't know who they hang around with. You don't know nothing about these people, but they're always watching every day to see if you goodness. They're watching every day to see if you are gonna make a move towards them or something here. Somebody don't want you to be able to fly. Now I'm here. I believe I can fly. This could be like some analogy or something for something else. Um, I look at this as like flying a kite, but like freestyling or something like this, just talking off a topic or whatever. But also there's something about flying, taking off. Who knows what was really going on um in another realm or in the energy at that time when that song was made. Could be the same kind of transitioning point or something that's going on right now. And some people just ain't gonna get it. It's not your fault or nothing like this. Sometimes this could be what people have done to you that makes you limited. And then I just feel like it's just a whole bunch of foul people that has gotten away with rituals like this by I was about to say donating children. See how weird that sounds. You know, what these people are professionals at is just finding the perfect word for something like this so that you don't really realize what they're talking about. So I heard also today, when it's time to go, when you gotta go, you gotta go. But somebody don't understand. Before it's time for me to go, bitch, you gonna go. Somebody feel like they the boss of this place or something like this. This could be so for some kind of underdome something, but somebody came to change something, even if it's an underdome um Truman Show real life episode in real life. Somebody came to change something. Nobody is supposed to be able to stop them or me. So it's almost like the sharpshooters are the bad guys that was, shooting people and killing them from with a sniper weapon or something from a distance. Like it's almost like that shit died with like JFK or something. The same way lynching died. The same way allegedly. I mean, they put a couple on the news or whatever here and there every 10 years or something to get you riled up, but you know, just like the fact that people don't think that you could retaliate or um I feel like they could start with some of these main people that is being trafficked. I mean, I'm pretty sure you could start here. I've shown several things on here that there's strange occurrences happening. So I'm pretty sure you could start here to find out if there is a child that's abducted or missing or a clone or something like this that could be wanting to come home. I would suppose that you could start there. It's so much weird stealth stuff. Like your whole war can't be really stealth. People have gotten away with doing those private wars or something as well, for a very long time. But nobody talks about it direct. It's almost like there's rules or something, but there's really not. These are people that act like they don't have no limited beliefs, but everything they think is limited. Do you see? It's very strange to me. Because normally you're supposed to mind your business too. But if you see a child or something that's abducted or crying for their mother or in pain or just even separation from or something like this, like how could you? What are you? And that's the thing that we're talking about. I feel like when we're talking about these nation of evildoers that ruin their land, they ruin their own children from their land. It doesn't have to be the dirt or the soil under your feet. This is also about somebody's foundation. A lot of stuff could not be happening to some of you guys. I'm just going to keep reiterating that. But like I said, perception can be anything, everything. So if somebody is heavily sending perception, projecting certain energy towards you or something, or maybe this is even their story or something that they seen, but they can't speak on it or something like this, um, it's going to eventually weigh on you to a certain extent. Mm, some may be stronger than others. But I feel like what they're trying to do, somebody is trying to break you down. Excuse me. And I feel like somebody's getting very bothered because you're not really doing anything. You're not even, you may be saying something, but you don't have no means of retaliating. So it's like somebody might even feel even more stupid. I don't know. It's just, this is what I'm thinking. Also, somebody could be replicating you or something like this. Like um, somebody need to chill. Um, with whatever production this is here. I'm also hearing bludgeoned to death. So some people could be held hostage right now or held against their will here. All right. It's time for these beings to go. They're purposely doing opposite of what somebody says or something like this in order to consume people or your children. There's definitely some children even in this town that I'm in that's being held against their will. And these are people that have the nerve and the goal to go and report that you are being ill will to a child. And they know where children right now are locked up at. I mean, it would be easy to find these people, track them down, track them back to wherever they go or wherever they go every day. If they are going to a certain location or building, if these people are um, meeting in the so-called spiritual and higher dimensions, but that's just a thing to say this is a weapon of mass destruction. um a, 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 a actual manipulating machine um that is being used as a weapon of war um by a terrorist, okay, that's affecting the American people on American soil or United States citizens, okay, because they may not give a damn about you if you're not a citizen unless you're Mexican or something else. I don't know if you guys got what I was saying, okay? But I can tell that I'm getting very drowsy right now and I'm falling asleep, so I'm going to go ahead and get off of here, but I did just want to do that real quick cuz yeah, I did. Cuz I feel like somebody's sitting there looking. I'm even seeing like somebody having like pictures on their wall or something like this. You may have like a lot of pictures of your family. You might feel like one of your family members is like side-eyeing you or some shit like this, okay? Somebody's also trying to get you tired enough to break down so that you just be so tired you just give up. And somebody got a whole bunch of holes underneath their belt already, but you may not have as much as these holes, but they pressed. This person might even be treating you horribly and treating them nice or something right now, but they the ones that's pressed. They feel like they have to show up or show out or something like this. I don't know why. Also, I was hearing something about head coverings. A lot of people are keeping their head covered all day. I don't even know what the hell that have to do with anything. But I'm seeing somebody like with a bonnet on all the time or something. And I feel like some of these people think it's for some type of protection or to protect your head or something, but they don't understand that they're doing the opposite. But I'm gonna just let me just leave this alone. I'm gonna leave that right there. I feel myself getting way too sleepy, and I'm gonna get off of here before I end up saying something that I don't want to say or messing up the whole video. Okay, but yeah, I don't like to use that word pray, so I don't never know what to really say to y'all about. Um, it really is. Even if we dealing with just like street level stuff, then you handle that a different kind of way, and unless everything has been compromised, government for FBI, CIA, and then what did these people think about? What would you use instead? Because obviously everybody is not knowing right from wrong, even though they allegedly have it written in their hearts. So. Um, some people say, well, sage or do this, but this ain't that sage and shit is not gonna fix whatever this is. This is like calls to your police department until they get fed up. If you see something weird or something, say something. This is whatever this is. But at the same time, I'm telling you, I'm being told to just forget about it because some of this is going to be the vengeance for these people that feel like they got one over on you. It's coming. It's coming. So people may be scattering right now because it's definitely coming. I also feel like somebody feel like they worked so hard to get to the top, even if you didn't know nothing about it, and they know if you did, you would have helped them, but you didn't know nothing about it. And somebody is I'm even seeing somebody might have lost an arm. Now I'm seeing a man with one arm, but this could be also something else, though. Okay. It doesn't have to be a limb. This could be a person you depended on, a person that worked in a certain department that could look up information or something for you or something like this. That could be a limb. But somebody's missing one. Okay. I think I heard a song like say, "I give my arm for you since I'm the reason why you end up falling through or falling off or something like this." So um, somebody could feel like you falling or something like this. And I don't know, it was a song that my daughter was listening to. I don't know who this person is or whatever, what singer or rapper it is, but he was saying something like he'll give his arm or whatever because he's the reason why you fail or somebody miss you or something like this. So I don't know what the fuck these people did, but maybe you wasn't these people might think they done did something, but maybe you're not even supposed to be a part of their society or their group or something in the first place. That's why people are still going back and forth in circle, still coming with the same energy, same everything. Nothing's changing, nothing's happening. It's like somebody think they ran game on you, but they don't understand. They just running in circles. I mean, it's so strange what I'm picking up here. But yes, some people are either now or in the future or has already been that way. Some people are stuck taking care of somebody else's child while their child is not with them. They think that their child is with them, but their child is not with them. I feel like that's the most harsh thing that I really came to conclusions with because it's supposed to come up yesterday, the day before, so on and so forth. Um, they could also be taking this is just random. They could also be taking an Aquarius energy. This could be another Spencer. Okay. So I've already counted like five of them, four or five. But this could be another one here that is playing a part here. This Brandenburg energy could be just talking about Pearl Hawkins, which is I feel like a splice excuse me, of a Brandon of a B Spencer. Okay, we'll say these names like this. But I feel like also somebody is trying to make that person into me, or they splice my energy with another energy, with that boy's energy, in order to create something in the likeness. Okay. I feel like people are supposed to come to, not come to this place or something, but come to or wake up, and they're supposed to, you looked at it as like a respectful or a G or something if you can hold it in. But like I said, you can't count the Christ as the same thing, because that person is supposed to come to say something and bring it out. So, like I said, maybe somebody's just not meant or kept. Not meant to be in this type of situation. It could also be affecting your livelihood, um the way you present yourself to the world and everything like this. There could be maybe be nothing wrong with you, but because you know what these people are doing, like me, you refuse to perform for them or something like this. Okay. And I don't know, somebody is making a big deal out of something here. Okay. It's not about getting on with production, but like I said, this is going to be a rude awakening for these people here. Okay. I also just seen somebody climbing up something and grabbing onto like a branch or something and falling. So I don't know if somebody could be in like the woods or something, trying to get some type of help, or this is going to be something that happens to somebody in the woods or something like this. Okay. I just seen somebody like trying to climb back up from something, like in fear, not like they just playing around in the damn forest or nothing. In a branch or something is going to snap and somebody is going to like fall to their death or something. So I don't know if people are like camping out in parks. I'm pretty sure that's what's going on across the nation a little bit. People are camping out in parks and stuff like this. All right. So just be careful. All right. But at this point in time, I don't know. Um I'm not gonna tell people not to pray, but I'm just saying, um, it's also a thing about some of this stuff is in real life. So and some of this stuff cannot be prayed away, is what I'm saying. It has to be handled accordingly. So, anyways, I'm pausing and stuff too much. I'm gonna get off of here. I'll see you guys later. Bye.